timer, I'm an old timer. Too late to die young now. Old timer, trying to find a way to age like wine somehow. My new stuff is nothing like my old stuff was, and neither one is much when compared to the show, which will not be as good as the first show last night. But so help me, I know. Old timer, no timer, it's too late to die young now. Old timer, five and dimer, trying to find a way to age like wine somehow. I've met every fool that ever signed their name on the walls, in the backs of all these beer joints and concert halls. I've been through 7 managers, 5 labels, 1,000 picks and patch cables, 3 vans, a band, a bunch of guitar stands, and cans and cans and cans of beer, and bottles of booze and bags of pot, 1,000 other things I forgot. I thought that I'd be dead by now, but I'm not. There's a Coke machine going through a parking lot. You call that a room with a view. This was the best night of pool that I ever shot. I made a lot of money too, looking for some company in the weekly scene. The scene I had that just had to be you. Hadn't seen you since New Orleans, never did figure out where you run off to. I know I looked bad the last time that you saw me, but lately I've been doing alright. I won a tournament last week in Oklahoma City. I hustled half this town tonight. I got some cocaine if you want some. It's the best I could find. Here we could just sit here and talk all night. If that big old guy out in your car don't mind, like an old time. Screw off the top on a bottle of wine. We're living out our own kind of American dream. It's just like the old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, I ain't expecting anybody but you. I don't know who this could be at the door, but I'm pretty sure you've got a clue, and I'll bet you've been to this hotel before. Put the you-know-what in the bathroom, but don't flush it down just yet. Put your pager in my suitcase, I'll get the window. You light a cigarette, it'll be like the old time. Screw off the top on a bottle of wine. We're living out our own kind of American dream. It's just like the old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, sir, officer, you don't understand. We're just 2 old friends drinking wine. I'm sure she is, but that's not all that she is. She's also an old friend of mine. I got her high school picture right here in my wallet, 1982. No, sir, officer, no offense taken. You have a good night, too. It's a good thing we didn't throw this away. Baby, turn up the radio. Well, I'm pretty sure them cops knew what we were up to. I guess they just decided to let us go. Oh, don't make such a thing about that picture. That was just something I kept. But don't get all sentimental on me now, babe. You haven't even told me what your new name is. Yeah, it's like old time. Screw off the top on a bottle of wine. We're living out our own kind of American dream. It's just like the old time. It goes always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream, and you didn't. Well, thank you so much. It's always so great. This is my favorite gig of the year, to be quite honest with you. I don't want to go any further without thanking my buddy Bobby for giving me a chance to come sing for you. I feel like I've been down here a bunch of times, but if you've never seen me before, actually, no, if you've never seen me play before, okay, check this out. There's somebody in here that has. They'll tell you, it'd be like, there's the part of the show where I stop and say, I make this shit up for anybody who listens, blah, shit, with the fucking funny part and the sad part and the 18-minute thing and then the opinion thing. and then I play a bunch of shit, you know. I appreciate you allowing me to do it, and I want to thank all the... Well, I don't want to thank, I just want to say hey from the stage to the people that I've met at the hotel next door, the guys that were on the balcony the other day, and the nice couple today. There's a bunch of you. And there's a song, there's no opinion in it at all. It's absolute fact. Not far from here a long time ago. Spent years on a mountain before they even built this town below. Had a place on the ridge with a view for miles around, until the day those men came up and dragged me into town. It was a shame what they did to me. It was a crying shame. It was a shame the way they treated me. Back in town, they beat me down so bad, I passed into something else. When I awoke, I looked, I couldn't even recognize myself. Completely covered in useless information. Anyone looking could see, chucked in the back of a truck with a rubber band stuck around what's left of me. Next thing I know, I'm thrown in a yard where I wait a while, and then this old man walks out in a bathrobe. He picks me up and he walks me back in. And he freed me from that rubber band, all right, but then what seemed like just a flash, he glanced me over once and then he threw me in the trash. That's how I ended up on this landfill here, lying around, waiting on this big old pile of garbage we're on to work its way back underground, where I hope to grow big and tall again, maybe even right here on this very spot. I know that might seem like a pipe dream to you, but doll face, that's all I got. See, man seems to think the world was made for him, and that might be true. But there's a crack in every sidewalk where the grass breaks through. You know what I'm saying, mama? Stick with me. Someday you may have it made in the shade of a tree. Someday you may have it made in the shade of a tree. Ooh, 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 None of y'all could live here, right? Nobody lives here, right? I want to send this out to my brothers in the Yonder Mountain String Band. My landlady treats me like I don't pay my rent. I get my car to my mechanic. I ain't seen it since. The phone's always ringing. I wanna be alone. They're trying to sell me everything from heaven to cologne. Everybody's got an offer I can't refuse. It's a circus out here, mama. Baby's got them sideshow blues. It's all a big commercial, it's the video man. It's a plot to burden in my attention span. They make up all these issues I never understood. If I thought I could change things, I would run out to Hollywood. But it's so hard to kick the door down when you ain't wearing no shoes. It's a circus out here, mama. Baby's got them sideshow blue. Got them sideshow blues. I wanna tame a lion. These centering rich kids, they're not even trying. They go from college to the big top, taking all of the best positions, while I'm out in this tent with all y'all freaks and musicians. I'm down at this beach with all y'all freaks and musicians. I'm on it, them sideshow blues. She's the only one that I got. There's a chick I hardly even know that keeps on telling me that she's not. She's got a loaded pistol, she waves it all the time. She says sometimes you gotta kill a boy just to keep his ass in line. At least that's the way she sees it. She says she saw it on the news. It's a circus out here, mama. Yo, baby's got them sideshow blues. People play satanic records. Man, you don't know when they'll freak. From a quiet kid into a maniac into a movie of the week. We're killing over cocaine, dying over sex. We're bowing down and praying to whoever's gonna cut the checks. And then I go to church on Sunday, and brothers and sisters, let me tell you, I can't help but sleep in the pew. Yeah. It's a circus out here, mama, and your baby's got them sideshow blues. I just wanted to play that harp part so y'all knew that I kind of knew what I was doing, but I had a different harp than I thought earlier there in the song. You know, it matters exactly which one. That's why there's a bunch of them, you know. shit. All right. An empty house is hard to bear, lonesome falling everywhere. Without you there's no light coming in. Empty dog, lumped the fence, ain't seen him round here since, and I don't guess I ever will again. It didn't bother me any, I was good to that dog, and just like you I'm going to have to learn to let him go. Oh, leaving me was one thing, Carla. Why'd you have to leave so slow? Slow and shifty, backing out. You trying to fill my head with doubt. You nearly had me walking out on you. About the oldest trick to be, playing on someone as old as me. That cannot be the best that you can do. It didn't bother me any when he come around. I just wish I had not had to be the last guy in town to know. Oh, 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 I didn't mind you walking away. What hurt was how you walk so slow. You know you go like You know that was underhanded, grabbing him just as you landed, after holding me the whole time you fell. You tell me he'll be good to you, who wouldn't be what else is new. Now all that I can do is wish you well. It wouldn't have bothered me any if you'd have left me when you wanted to, but you just had to wait till you had someplace better to go. Oh, 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 I didn't mind you walking away. What hurt was how you walked so slow. I said leaving me was one thing, Carla. Why'd you have to leave so slow? Hey! I promise this, I can't really see you in the dark over there, but I heard you yell this a few times, so we'll do this. And I can't really see any of you technically except for, I don't know why I said technically. I can't see any of you except for you guys, but I can hear you, and I heard you say this, so let's do this. Ready? Okay, fellas. 2, 3, ho! B-double-E-double-R-U-M, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-M, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5, a car key and a super driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-M, beer run. A couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree Dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs, so to save some money, they got one off these hippies that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-M, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-M, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-M, beer run. Like this other old hippie named Snow. Sign said their beer was coldest. They sent him Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer in a candy bar. Walked over to where all them registers are. Laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Kid, I'm not calling the cops, but I'm gonna have to keep this card." The guys both took it pretty hard. They took it hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, dear, run. All you need is a 10 and a 5er, car key and a sober driver, B-double-E-double-R-U-N, dear, run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. Said he was the one from the Robert Earl song. So they gave him the cash, bought him some brews. It's a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, should have been a crime. Crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. Y'all, how many of you are Robert Earl King fans say, the road goes on? Don't forget to tip them bartenders back there working hard at making me sound so good now. Free bird. I wonder if I knew the words to that. Which one? Can you hear good all the way back there, that girl in the light? Yeah, you did this, you did that, and then you did that? Yes, yes. All right. My generation. Anybody? Okay. The devil you know? Okay, it's fast, you know. Helicopters over my house again. We got projects 2 or 3 blocks from here. They pull these kids over for driving wild African, and the ones that got a warrant always run in fear. I sit here waiting for the coast to clear, wishing once again I had a gun around here. Turn on the news and what do I hear? Some kid shot the bank on Allentown Road, run away from the cops while they're trying to reload. He beat him up to Eastland Street on feet. Now he's probably reloaded and running down my street. I better turn my alarm on and lock myself in. Helicopters over my house again sometime. You rise above it sometime. Oh, you sneak below. Probably never had a chance to give a fuck. He wouldn't know good luck from a debutante. He gotta find a way to be Steve McNair, young bucker. He's tough luck looking for a prison to haunt. And you can fuck getting any kind of job you want, unless you really wanna work in a fast food restaurant. Who wants to do that? Do you wanna do that? I wouldn't trade that for my crooked hat, on my gang, on my gun, on my waist full of pages for a job, deep frying shit for richer teenagers. That's where it's at, and no one's gonna help. How you gonna blame a man for helping himself? There is a war going on, the poor can't win. Helicopters over my house again sometime. You rise above it sometime. Oh, you sneak below somewhere in between believing in heaven and facing the devil you know. Black and white cops shining lights in the bushes. I can't see how this kid is gonna get very far unless he finds a way to make it back over to Berry Street, and he can't do that unless he steals a car. The way things are, it don't seem right. It's always white people talking about hope and light. There ain't no hope in Sam Levy, there's just guns and drugs. We ain't building bridges, we just training thugs. And I hear this terrifying kick in my back door. In walks this kid, I say, hey, I've seen this kid before. See him all the time at this bar on Woodland Street. Now he's bleeding in my kitchen, tracking blood on my feet. And he's looking at me like I'll either help him or die. Until he sees in my eyes that I'm on his side. I hand him my keys, I say, you better move fast. There's a J in the ashtray and plenty of gas. He throws me the cash, he says, I'll be back for this. I say, yeah, well, don't be surprised if there's a little bit of a mess in his gold teeth glisten with a big old grin. I said, we'll talk about that when I see you again. He shook my head, shook his back. Felt like I was about to have a heart attack. Until he finally drove away, I thought, God damn, helicopters over my house again sometime. Rise, boy, sometime. We gonna sing love somewhere in between believing in heaven and face it. Oh, you gonna face that devil, you know. Can't complain, looking for a job. We'll do those two. Well, I should tune it a little bit, but we'll do it after this one. A little out of place, a little out of tune, so lost in space. Racing that moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane. Still overall, I can't complain. All I wanted was one chance, let freedom ring. Said I had to get a permit, a bunch of tags and everything. Never made it through the red tape. I got this paper hat. Got a job working weekdays. You want fries with that? I got nothing to lose. There's nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. Can't complain. I was talking with my girlfriend. I told her I was stressed. Said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, for once, give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should bitch. How you gonna throw a shutout if all you do is bitch? I got nothing to lose, there's nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Now I got a brand new dance. I need one more shot. I just need one last chance. You know I won't get caught. I'm gonna make my last stand, and this time I can't be bought. Then again, on the other hand, how much have you got? I got nothing to lose, there's nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Out of place, well, out of tune, so lost in space, racing that moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane. Still overall, I can't complain. Hey, how are you all? I can't complain. But I said I'd do that other one first. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do Looking for a Job, and then I'll do that. You having a good time so far? I hope so. I know that I am. And I hope I play the song that you want to hear. Doesn't even have to be mine, man. I know a lot of shit, man. I think that's pretty close. But I'll play anything, man. You can't talk to me like that, Bob. I don't care who you are. If you don't wanna have to hang your own drywall, don't push me too far. Hometown work ain't that hard to come by. Hometown workers are. You might be the one running the show, but that doesn't mean you're in charge. I was looking for a job, I found this one. Don't need to work, but you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. Now I'm sharing a room with two guys at the Motel 6, boss. I'm sending every dime that I make here home to my ex-wife. I just did 2 years and 28 days. With a little bit of aim, I've been in there for my life. So you see, broke ain't gonna take me that much getting used to. Neither will a barbed wire jailhouse wall. Watch what you say to someone with nothing. It's almost like having it all. I was looking for a job and I found this one. Don't need the work like you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. Get us a job like the job you got, Chief. You know, one of them gigs where I just drive around all day checking up on guys like me, yelling from the window of a pickup truck with my AC cranked up and my clothes all nice and clean. Shit, that sounds like that might be all right. On the other hand, I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need to work, but you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. I was looking for a job when I found this one. Don't need the work, but you need the work done. You look like you're under pressure. I was looking for a job when I met you. What was the one I said I would promised I would do after that, though? Statistician's Blues. Right. Ah, fuck. I might, though, yeah. I could put that together. I'd have to have a couple drinks before I could put that one together. Some of the songs, it's easier to remember the words after I've gotten pretty good and drunk. But this one I know, and I'm not saying I'm not buzzed up now. I'm just saying I'm not drunk enough to sing that one. Here we go, though. Let's head that direction. They say 3% of people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3%, and the rest goes down the drain. I'll never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last time. 99% think we're 3%, 100% of the time. They say 60% of all the world's statistics are made up right there on the spot. 82.4% of those people believe them whether they're accurate statistics or not. I don't know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last time. So I can't remember the words to this one because there's a fucking ton of them. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, it's too much to think about. They say 80% of everything you learn in college is a bunch of bullshit you're not gonna need. 87% of everything you bought just to satisfy your greed. Cause you know 90% of this world's population link your possessions to your success. Even though 99% of the world's wealthiest people in the world drink to an alarming excess. More money, more stress, I guess. Too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, there's too much to think about. Pick it, boy. You asked for one that I haven't really played much lately, so I'm doing the best I can. They say 80% of all the bank robbers in the world live within, they say 90% of all statisticians truly hate their fucking job. 80% of all the bank robbers in the world live within 20 miles of the bank that they rob. There's this little bank not so far from here that I've been watching now for a while. Seems like lately all that I can think about is how bad I want to go out in style. Too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, there's too much to think about, Too much to think about, amen. Too much to think about, all right. I'm going to try to lay off some of the shit we did last night. How many were you? A bunch of you here last night? Okay. So if you weren't here last night and yelled something that we played last night, maybe I won't play that right away, but... What? Oh, Stuck on the Corner we didn't do last night. And I'll do all that same shit I did last night too, man. Ain't the goddamn kiss-ass handle man, vice president of human resources or something. He stood up and made a speech about how we would all have to work even harder now. I thought, harder now? Harder at what? I'd give anything to get up and walk out of here, but I'm stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness, looking them over. Can't see a difference. Making money out of paper, paper out of trees. Making so much money we can hardly breathe. You ought to hear the shit that I get from my daughter. She says that she can't stand the sight of the car I bought her. It's gonna ruin her life forever. She don't ride a ragtop. Her and her mother spend my money pretty much non-stop. They're trying to break me for the sake of this neighborhood. They want everybody up and down the street to think we're doing good. We're stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness. Looking them over. Can't see a difference. Making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. I didn't even want to study economics. My parents made me cause they said it would be practical. I can't make my kid do a goddamn thing I tell him to. That kid's an unrepentant radical. He is just unimpressed by all these plaques in my cubicle, as I'm secretly impressed with his ability to look at everything so completely irresponsibly. I'm stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness, looking them over, can't see a difference. Making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. Call that little pecker Mr. Handelman. Drove home from work as mad as I had ever been, and then I nearly jerked a kid out of a drive-through window. He said, will that be everything? I said, hey, what would you know? You're looking at a man about to buy his kid a rag top. What are you driving? A bicycle, you little punk? I'm stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness. Looking them over. Can't see a difference. Making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. Stuck on the corner. Sanity and madness, looking them over, can't see a difference. We're making money out of paper, making paper out of trees. Lord, we're making so much money we can hardly breathe. I don't. I'm trying to though. Let me think. Some of the songs you yell, I just like. I got some. I'm getting old up there. Okay, man. Let's do that right now. Let's do this one, man. And then we'll do that one. That'd be fun to do. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American man. Gay bashing, black fearing, war fighting, tree killing, regional leaders for sale. Shirt tugging, frat housing, gay bashing, black fearing, hater of hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, not loving, smooth loving, yeah, we had hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, hot smoking, porn watching, lazy ass hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, pro-choicing, gay wedding, widespread panic digging hippies like me. Skin color blinded, conspiracy minded protesters of corporate greed. We who have nothing and most likely will till we all end up locked up in jails by conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls were living together in two separate worlds, following leaders up mountains of shame, looking for someone to blame. I know who I like to blame. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male, gay bashing, black fearing, war fighting, tree killing, personal friends to the quail, quite diligently working so hard to keep the free reins of this democracy. From tree hugging, peace loving, pot smoking, porn watching, lazy ass hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, pot smoking, porn watching, lazy ass hippies like me. In this band going nowhere fast. We sent out our demo, but everyone passed. So one day we finally took the plunge. We went out to Seattle. We started playing grunge. Washington State, that is. Space Needle, Eddie Vedder, Ichiro Suzuki. Now to fit in fast, we got flannel shirts. Turn our amps up until it hurts. We got bad attitudes, and what's more, when we play, we stare straight down at the floor. Ooh. I ain't seen nothing like that on television in about an hour. Now to fit in fast, we got flannel shirts. Turn our amps up until it hurts. We got bad attitudes, and what's more, when we stare, we straight down at the floor. We spread the word through the underground. We were the hottest new young band in town. Record guy come out to see us one day. Just like always, we refused to play and knocked him out. He said he loved our work. He said he loved our work, but he wasn't sure if he could sell a song that didn't have any music on it. I said, man, you've been doing that all year. Hey, hey, my, rock and roll will never die. Hang your hair down in your eye, make $1 million. Well, I set my monkey on a log. I ordered him to do the dog. He shook his tail, he wagged his head. He went over and did our cat instead. He's a weird monkey, very funky. I like to throw that verse in just in case some of you old timers think I don't know which Bob Dylan song I got this off. Wise man once said, some people will rob you with a fountain pen. Don't take too long to figure out just what that old guy was talking about. You know, a lot of people don't have a lot of food on the table these days, but they still got their forks and their knives, and they're gonna want to cut something. Look out. I like to throw that verse in just in case some of you really old timers think I don't know which Woody Guthrie song Bob Dylan got this up. Tillamook, tension. All right, let's do tension. The Tillamook, all right. Sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. Still hoping that she's not so mad now that she doesn't even pay my bail. If I was her, I'm not so sure. Wouldn't keep on moving down the trail. Sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. I got a lump on my head and a boot print on my chest. From what these guys in here call the Tillamook County lie detector test. Well, I did my best, but as you might guess, it's a tough test not to fail. Sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. One phone call, two Tylenol, four cold gray walls closing in. If I ever do get out on that highway again, I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. It all started when I had a little trouble with this guy on a highway crew. And that lying son of a gun, he told him I done some things that I didn't do. They come running for me down 101, lights flashing on my tail. I'm sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. I get one phone call, two Tylenol, four cold gray walls closing in. If I ever do get out on that highway again, I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. Nope. Sitting there waiting in the Tillamook County jail. Still hoping that she's not so mad now that she doesn't even pay my bail. We came down on vacation, gonna leave on probation. Have to send all my money through the mail. I'm gonna send all my money to the Tillamook County jail. I'm gonna send all my money to the Tillamook County jail. Send all my money to the Tillamook County jail. Life's too short to worry, life's too long to wait. Well, it's too short not to love everybody, life's too long to hate. I mean, a lot of men haggling for naggle all the time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make a dime. Not me, boy, no siree, you see, I ain't got the time. Old Miss Virgil tended bar at a shack out in the hill. It never made her no money, boy, but it paid up all of her bills. She must have been 80 years old. Her heart was warm and her beer was cold. She gave away more than she ever sold. She'd be smiling all the time. I used to sing off in the corner every Friday night to a loud crowd of cowboys, bikers, and barroom fights. They was drinking beer, carrying on. None of them was listening to one of my songs, but old Miss Virgil sang along. She said she knew them all by heart. And then one night after closing, she poured me up a beer. She said, come over here and sit down, you little shit. I got something that you need to hear. She said, life isn't easy getting through gonna make things tough on you. I tell you right now, if you dig what you do, they will never get you down. Lord, she said life's too short to worry, life's too long to wait. Well, it's too short not to love everybody, life's too long to hate. I meet a lot of men haggling for that all time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make it down. Not me, boy, no siree. Say I ain't got the time. Ooh, not me, boy, no siree. Say I ain't got the time. You But somebody has to play a train song. So let's do that. Then we'll do a bunch of sing-along shit, huh?